Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. I know this is a little bit last minute. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this today or not. So the answer is yes, we're here. And I'm not sure anybody else is on. uh, please keep things family friendly. And Dawn was here first. She says, I thought you forgot. First like. Nope, I didn't forget. I just didn't know if I was going to be able to do it or not. Welcome. And she's going to be back later. Erica's here. Good evening. Good evening, Erica. Hope you're doing well. All right. PJ's here. Hi, PJ. Good evening. All right. Looks like people might be coming in pretty slow because, again, I just posted this like 20 minutes ago. So there you go. And then I guess PJ and Erica, this month is super super busy for me for the oh, hi Verna. This month for the Cook With Me Katrina's Kits, this month is very very busy. So if you guys can message me when you might be available, um that might work better. Like we can figure it out offline, and then other people who are Katrina's Kits can join in. Yeah, that's probably going to be the best way to do it. So, yeah, Verna, it didn't tell you started until you found you. I should have told you. Yeah, I had I didn't know if I was going to be able to do this, and I ended up being able to, so that is good. Um, yeah. Yeah, you know that feeling being super busy? Absolutely, Verna. Absolutely. Yeah. Steve, is that a pizza oven? You talking about this? No, this is a wood, um, like the one that I showed you guys at my parents'. It's you put in the wood on the outside and you take it in inside. The fireplace right here. So I'm not going to tell you where I am today. Stop asking. um, yeah. Hey, my dad's here. Hey, kid. Hi. Yeah, so this is a wood box. You can load it from the outside and then bring it from the inside into the fireplace. It's nice to do that. Yes, you do, Verna. It's nice to do that because then you don't have to go outside and get firewood. Like you just have to fill it up and then use what's there, and refill it when it's nicer out. Yeah, so that's good. It's good. Okay, Erica. All right. Secrets. You just like secrets? Okay, next week, we're going to do the live chat and it's going to start as a premiere. So I'm going to have a video first and you guys will know what I've been secretive about next week. So tell people what's happening next Monday. Nice shirt. Yes, my parents got me this shirt. I think specifically my mom. My dad can correct me if I'm wrong about this. Um, when I was little, we had like you go into like the touristy shops and stuff, and there would be keychains with kids' names on them and pencils with kids' names on them and all that. My name was never on any of that stuff, and so I think once the internet was, oh, it was you for this, so my dad for this shirt, but my mom for other stuff, right? I don't know. My parents kind of went crazy because now I can have my name on things. And I remember getting from my parents a whole bundle of pencils with my name on them in the mail in college. I think I still have some because I never was able to get that going before. So anyway, yeah. Yes, you do, PJ. All right. What nice parents you have. Yes, I do. I think my parents are pretty dang nice. I agree with you there. Aaron's here. Welcome, Aaron. All right. Yeah, Verna, your name was never on anything either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember it being a traumatic experience to never have my name on things, but I think my parents were like discovered that you can put your name on things on the internet, and there you go. Yeah. That's funny. How funny. Well, we have some people trickling in here. Everybody's saying hi. I do want to start off. I did miss putting something in the week in review, mostly because I was rushing it because it was Saturday and I needed to leave the house. But I did want to share with you guys that Parmesan is no longer of this world. Parmesan the bunny. His retirement mommy got a hold of me, and I put him in the carrier for her to go to the vet, and he broke his back. I'm not sure how. He was a very old bunny, so I think maybe he probably had some issues just because he was old. We did have an earthquake that night, so she saw him in the morning. We did have an earthquake that night. It was only a 3 point something, and he's been in bigger and not been phased. But we're thinking maybe he freaked out with that and jumped off something or something. But yeah, he was put to sleep at the vet after they did an X-ray and said, yeah, it's not good. He was pooping, but he wasn't peeing. So when the vet looked at him, his bladder had not been expressed. I guess that's how you call it. So that is not a good thing. But yeah. Thank you, PJ. Yeah, you're watching some of the great state of Texas tonight, Aaron says. All right, you must be on a road trip. Yeah, Erica says, I'm sorry, how sad, I'm sorry. So I thought, since I don't know how that went out of my brain when I did the weekend review, but Parmesan. It was Parmesan, Verna. He broke his back somehow. We don't know how. He was a great buck. He was a lover boy. He certainly was. But I figured it would be good to watch a little bit of him. I have 2 videos. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I have 2 videos we can look at to watch some things. Share. Hi, sweetie. Hi. He's going to want to claim the camera. Hi. You're real close. You're real close. So this is when he... Yeah, that was a retired buck. He's the daddy of all my ladies right now, all my does. Good boy. He loves his scratchies. He's super, super... Don't you? Lovey-dovey. Good boy. This behavior he's going to show. He's rubbing. They have scent glands on their chins. So he is a super cool dude. You can see he's rubbing on my hands. He's using his scent glands. He's claiming me. Huh. Good boy. Oh, come here. What happened? Hi. Hello. He loves scratches. Hello. So that was one of them. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? And then the other one I wanted to share with you guys. Where'd you guys go? There you are. Is when he went to his retirement home. There's a kind of a fun thing. So this is when he got
does that too.
Up
My
in the
girls
hut.
don't do that.
A little bit.
But then he loves being like
Scratch on the chin.
Yeah.
I was trying to show them how to give them scratchies in this in this part of the video.
It's funny how they totally just have personalities, you know? Oh, yeah. Parmesan, good night.
You guys can get home here.
Good night, Parmesan.
Yeah. He's like, you're not done.
What happened?
You're not done. That's the
She's
problem.
Yeah, he would pause. He'd be like, no, you're not done.
I'm trying to. I want him
That's what it
to.
is.
I want him to cruise a little bit, though. I don't want him to. I want to see.
Has she climbed up yet?
He'll probably start
He-
cruising when like
When he's more comfortable.
he's a little more comfortable and probably left alone. So it's like exploring his.
Is she like?
She's
Should I go
so,
pay attention
like,
to her?
disdained right now.
Don't be jumpy. It's okay.
No, the jump. He wants scratch.
Yeah. You should see. Watch.
Let me
I'll
do
show
it.
you. I'll show Katrina.
Let me.
Put new food down for
This is
Thank
me
you.
now showing them what he likes for scratchies.
Want more scratchies?
It was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. I have no idea if that's a frame or not. But it's so funny.
He pushes
He's so
into it.
funny, little boy. Yeah, he's slipping on this floor.
I can't do it hard enough.
Hi.
He's to the wire.
Hi, sweetie. Where are you going? You're going to be at the other end in no time.
This is how you get him to explore right here.
Right. Good boy.
That was his favorite thing, is scratchies. And
Good boy. Turn around. We'll do it the other way.
on.
No? Isn't that funny, though?
He's really going after it. He's like, oh yeah.
He's like a dog.
That's what I said. Little doggy. There you go. We've reached the end of the hutch, sweetie.
So I'll just chew through it.
We've reached the end.
All right, we'll do a happy
We
flop.
have.
Huh.
Here's his happy flop.
Yeah, and then I think that would be.
Was
Oh,
that a bunny flop?
that was a happy flop.
Who wants to see that again?
I'm gonna guess he's gonna lighten up with his next shed.
So she's saying that the black ears are my put the mesh down idea for.
I think that's a good idea just for, I mean, he's used to it anyway. It doesn't hurt his feet. His feet are fine. And we just did your nails, huh?
Yeah.
And then I think that would be.
Was that a bunny flop?
That was a happy flop.
Yay,
And we got it
baby.
recorded.
Aww.
Are you happy?
So let's see. So I hope that was good for you guys to see and kind of remember him. She did change things a little bit since that time. She actually had like, it was some sort of like absorbent blanket that she put out by the carpet, because he actually spent most of the time on the ground, on the floor. And he went into the hutch sometimes, and then he actually spent a lot of time on the ground part. So yeah. Hey, Silver Creek. Good evening. No, he didn't fall from the upper part. That was closed off, Verna. That's why I did ask her where he sleeps, as I was thinking, oh, I wonder if he slept on the upper part. And he didn't sleep up there. She said that he sleeps on the basically where the carpet is, but had the pad over it. Yeah. So no, that upper part was never open. There's a ramp, so I mean he could have done something on the ramp, but he's had that for a very long time. So I don't know how it happened. He did break his back. There was an earthquake that night, so that could have been could have instigated that. But he had a really good retirement. I think it was a really good retirement for him. So anyway, there's the sad news. All right, everybody's saying hi. And we're doing all right. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that, and then and apologize for not including that in the weekend review, because that was a pretty big thing, but I just was not thinking. It was Saturday, I was trying to get out, and I was trying to do the video at the same time. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are gearing up for less heat. I don't know if everybody is having heat issues still, but we've finally gotten out of the heat issues. So that's nice. Okay, Tommy says it's finally raining again in Texas. Been a month and a half at least. Garden gonna love it. Absolutely. Rain is so different than water like out of the tap. It has stuff in it that's just better for plants. Yeah. Welcome back, Dawn. All you missed is I shared some things about Parmesan. He did pass and at the vet. And yeah. So if you want to watch videos of him in remembrance, you just rewind it later. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy, rain from the sky is better than rain from the sprinkler. It's for sure, for sure. Aaron says there isn't a lack of rain in East Texas. Yeah. Rain is best even for fish tanks. Yeah, for everything. For everything. It has some good things going for it. Yeah. Okay, Dawn says that wood box and fireplace sort of looks like my aunt's in Maine. I'm not telling you where I am, but it's not Maine. It's not your aunt's house in Maine. That would be funny though. So Silver Creek says the rain makes my fish put on the Marvin Gaye. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. TM, welcome. How is everything going where you are? Everything's going good where I am. Getting things done. Yes, Steve. 40 days till QuailCon. 40 days till QuailCon. And I will be talking about raising quail and rabbits side by side. And I know Verna's going to be talking. Aaron on here is going to be talking. Anybody else on here talking? PJ's doing something. What are you doing, PJ? You making quail cookies again, PJ? Oh, man. All right. Aaron says, no lack of rain home in Louisiana. Hopefully not too much for you. All right. Silver Creek says, future reference, if y'all ever curious of how to get your fish to mate, throw in some cooler water and some rainwater. Works almost every time for almost all fish. They just need to be waking up, huh? Woken up. They just need to be woken up. Oh, PJ says, Bruce experienced harvesting from the garden for the first time. Radishes, beans, and peas. That is an experience. And eating peas fresh out of the garden, that's the best. That is the best. Don, Aaron is currently in Texas, but he lives in Louisiana. That's where he is right now. Okay, so Silver Creek says, unless it's a long span, like spawning fish. That makes sense because they have to have their own thing they go through. Yeah. Okay, Steve's not talking. He's working. Got it. Good. Yeah, 40 days till QuailCon. Quail and Homesteading Con. And man, only 40 days? Steve, let's tack on a couple so I can get ready for things. Oh my gosh. PJ says, of course, quail cookies. You're so sweet, PJ. For those watching that don't already know, PJ surprised us last year by making quail-shaped cookies with quail eggs and goat's milk, right? Or goat's butter? Goat something? Homegrown for everybody who did the dinner at QuailCon. So she's a rock star. Yeah. Maybe our August one. Here's an idea. I don't know if PJ would say yes or no to this. Maybe our August one could be us making quail cookies. And then we could all bring them if they allow them on the airplane, which I think they probably do. Maybe help out. It's an idea. I'm just volunteering other people for other things. But you got to send us the, if we do that, you got to send us the cookie cutters. All right. Silver Creek says, like trout, etc., that travel many miles to spawn, it still works for estuary fish like Plecostus, Hoplosoma, Corydorus, etc. Oh, Aaron, you're in Houston? Do they have power in Houston yet? I know that was a big, big storm. Man. Yeah, Bruce is growing so much. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Tell Bruce I expect a hug at Quail and Homesteading Con. Oh, that's sad, Steve. Our fish lives alone. I don't need him breeding. He's a beta. I used to have a beta, and his name was Ned. And if you look into that, then you'll find it interesting because it's the backwards spelling of the scientific name part of it. I was arguing with a person because I wanted to call him Alice, and the person who I was with at the time said that Alice was not a boy's name, and I was like, what about Alice Cooper? He didn't like that, and so I'm like, fine, what about Ned? So his name was Ned, and we gave Ned exercise with a mirror. I forget how many minutes a day. It was like 5 or 10, so that he could get his exercise by fighting the male and then take it down. You don't want him to exhaust himself. And he would make bubble nests and all of that. Yeah, Ned was alive for a while. Oh, so I'm just mispronouncing things, Silver Creek, just because you're writing them wrong. I'll take it. Plecostomatus. Plecostomus. There we go. Oh, Aaron says, I was here for Hurricane Beryl and I'm back again. You were in Texas for that? My goodness. Why? Why? Oh, Verna, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Deep breaths. PJ says he is growing. Talk about Bruce. Bruce's grandkid, in case anybody's wondering. I feel he grew a foot in the week and a half he's been here. Yeah, yeah. And Steve says the tastiest cookies. Yes, absolutely. And Tommy says, ooh, quail cookies. Yeah, so quail eggs and goat milk butter. That's what I thought. And Verna says those cookies were great. Absolutely. Yeah. JJ's here. Welcome, JJ. Hey, everyone. Good to see y'all. Good to see you. Or hear you. Or read. Good to read you. Uh-oh. C's only going to QuailCon for the cookies. All right. Oh, goodness, guys. Yeah. Tommy, are you coming? Wait. No one told me there were freaking cookies at freaking QuailCon. That ain't fair. Y'all holding out on me. Tommy, there's so much more than that. There's so much more than quail cookies and quail. I'm going to be talking about rabbits and raising rabbits and quail. Aaron's going to be talking about marketing. There's going to be someone there talking about honey. Not honey, but, bees and honey. There's going to be... Verna's going to be on a panel with Jenna, and I forget who else. Is Kelly on that panel? I think she might be. I might have volunteered her. There's going to be someone talking about goats. I think Jasmine might be that person. There's Linda Easton Waller is going to be there talking about, I don't really know. She has so many things she could talk about. I don't know what she's actually talking about. Dale from Dale's Quail is going to be there talking about something. I think he's talking. There's so many people talking. I don't remember. Jim, the MPIP person, is going to be there. Answers lots of questions. He's always Mr. Popular. Zach's going to be talking about Quail for Profit. There's barn tours. There's garden tours. I believe Papa the Builder is probably doing his invention store. He's a little inventor over there. There's a whole lot more than quail at QuailCon. This is why they changed the name to Quail and Homesteading Con. So, and it's a little early, but that was going to be the topic. Is Quail and Homesteading Con. So, did I miss anything major? I mean, there's a lot of people talking and a lot of people going. So, and we can learn from every single person. Okay, PJ's making some gluten-free cookies as well this year. That sounds good. I know Erica will eat those up. I don't know who else is gluten-free. Hopefully that wasn't a secret, Erica. I just blabbed it to everybody. Oh, good. Aaron has power now. You have it in Louisiana or in Texas? And how long were you out? PJ wants to know where Tommy's been. He's been making videos all day. That's what he's been doing. Andy. Hi, Andy Rabbit. Hit that like button, she says. Thanks, Steve. Mustafish. JJ says they were super amazing cookies. I couldn't get enough. Yep, absolutely. You know why? That's because PJ is a chef. Yep. Yep, blew your cover. Sorry, PJ. Oh, and we want to know if Tommy's going to QuailCon. Yeah, I want to know too, Verna. PJ hiding in the creeks? What? I missed something. Oh, that's where you've been. Got it. Got it. All right, we'll put the link. Verna may have already. Yep, Verna did it. Okay, I was like, Verna probably already has that. So if you haven't heard of Quail and Homesteading Con 2024, the link is in the description. No, it's not in the description. It needs to be in the description. It's in the description of the video I did on Thursday. And then Verna just put the link there in the chat. So go ahead and click there. I don't know if there's camping passes yet or not, or they're still. I don't know if they're still available. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, JJ ordered honey from Aaron. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So Aaron has a website too. Verna, can you find his website, please? Thank you. Aaron, with Aaron and Christina of Guido's farm, Guido's family farm, and they have honey sometimes that they sell. Yeah, how many hives are you up to now? All right, Jennifer's here. Welcome, Jennifer. Hey, Katrina and everyone else. There is a freeze dryer in town at the Homestead Exchange you can rent. So I put cooked taco and spaghetti meat in the freeze dryer. I can't wait to try it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is awesome. Like, so it takes a long time for a batch to run, but once that batch is run, you have that stuff for a while, you know, like it's a really, really good thing. And I think it's great that that kind of the community, it's a community owned thing. Because then everybody can use it. So do they rent the freeze dryer load or do you get a tray? Because they could do it a couple different ways. I think that's a great idea. For those of you that are thinking about freeze drying, I just have a reminder that $250 down is all it costs you. $250 down, and then you pay whatever whenever for harvest right. And whenever it's paid off, they deliver you a machine. So it's much easier to save for $250 than it is for, you know, the end cost. So that's something to think about if you are in the running for it. So let us know how it turns out, Jennifer. Yeah. PJ already told Steve about the honey. And yes, he will get jealous. Honey's so great and so good for you. Yeah. Okay, Silver Creek is saying Plectostemus are the armored catfish. Okay. It looked familiar. With fish, I'm not as familiar with fish because I don't regularly use that information. I learned things at one point and have not used that part of my brain, the fishy part of my brain. Hoplosoma and Corydoras are a dwarf catfish type with toxic barbels. Oh my gosh. but it's meh if you get stung. Cute little things that breed several types. Okay, so they do have toxic, but it's like a little bit, not gonna kill you. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Buster says, "Hey to all. We'll be listening while at work." Hey, Buster. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Steve has his own order in already. Awesome. We did interview Aaron. If you haven't seen that video, I will find the link real quick. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Here is the link. When we had Aaron and Bees talk. There's that link. And then I did actually spend all day on Juneteenth with a beekeeper that is urban beekeeper. And it was very interesting to be with him when he went around and checked the hives. So I am short on time, so that video is coming. So Brian, if you're listening, I didn't forget about you. I just haven't had time to put everything together. You spend a whole day videoing, it takes a while to edit. So I'm almost to the point that I can do that now. But there will be a video coming about that. I'm going to put it out the same. I'll try and put it out the same week I do the video that I've already recorded stuff for a brief video on native bees. So we'll kind of have a bee week. I'm going to try, I don't know how long this will work, but I'm going to try and have like a themed week. The last couple times I've kind of done that, where we talk about some sort of theme and then the next Monday kind of have that subject. I don't know. Let me know if you think that's a good idea or not, or in the end, it's going to be whatever I'm doing is what you guys are going to see. But sometimes we can have a couple videos of kind of similar topics for that week. I don't know. I know I do a lot of things on this channel, and it's not a quail channel, it's not a rabbit channel, it's not a garden channel, homesteading channel. And so there are lots of things, lots of different topics. And my hope is that people who watch it are, I don't mind. Hey, you're not interested in that topic, you don't have to watch it. But my hope is that people will get a more well-rounded experience with this channel. So that's my hope. Yeah. Verna says, the antidote to catfish barbs are on their skin. So you get barbed, just rub that pain against the skin of the catfish. Aren't there more barbs, though? I've not heard that before. That's interesting. Thank you, Verna. All right. All right. Silver Creek says, I need some honey knowledge for sure. Saving site now so I can check it out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Aaron and I talked for a long time on there and took questions and stuff. So I think it was a pretty well-rounded conversation. The conversation I had with the other beekeeper, it was a little different because I was out there with him. I had, his bee thing and everything. But having them in an urban environment and having it as your business, because that's what he did, is he maintains 40 beehives as a business in people's backyards. And he found that they are super duper more productive than ones that are not urban. And the reason for that is people like flowers year round. Whereas on the edges of humanity, you have seasons, and in the dry season, there's not many flowers. So that was very interesting. That will come later. JJ says we'll have to order more honey soon. I'm giving it away too fast, huh? Steve says, Tommy, I had a plectostemus all of my fish died, so I stopped cleaning the tank, stopped feeding, no fish after 4 months. Got around to cleaning it, and my Plectostemus was 18 inches long and still alive. You know, my brother had a saltwater tank for a while, and he just stopped taking care of it. He's a teenager. And there was a ghost shrimp that was alive in there. There wasn't any water. And there was a ghost shrimp that was alive in there. So some life will find a way. Yeah. Verna says, I think Linda will be speaking about Hatch at Home program. She probably will. She probably will. Yeah, I don't know exactly what. She has lots of topics she could talk about. That sun is in my face. But yeah. All right. Andy says, oh, Katrina, I keep meaning to tell you to say thank you to Manuel for the carpet info. I was able to fix the carpet in the doorway. The cat has messed up. Been this long and it still looks good. Awesome. I will let him know. I will let him know. That's awesome, Andy. Yeah. I mean, when you have people that know what they're doing tell you about the what and the why, it's super helpful. Super helpful. Yeah. Silver Creek says plecos are super hardy fish, can even survive in a dried up pond because they dig into the mud and basically hibernate. Well, isn't that like the nickname for catfish is like mud something? Or mucky something? I don't remember. Yeah. It is crazy though. JJ says, I love the fragrance and hint of flowers from Louisiana. Ohio honey is so boring. You know, it matters. It matters. In Santa Clara County, in California, there's a company. It's called the Honey Ladies, and I actually don't know. That's just where I know them from. I don't know how far they go, but they go where their orchards are, and so they have like avocado honey, they have cherry honey, they have orange honey. I mean, they even put stuff out where in nature where it's predominantly poison oak. I've had poison oak honey, which is very unusual tasting. But each of those honeys has a particular taste. And so when you have it like that, it's just like, it's not mixed together with other things. It's very interesting. I just realized I forgot to turn on my my surge protector. It's been plugged in. It's not even plugged in. Guys, what am I doing? There we go. Now the computer's plugged in. Goodness. A little tired though, guys. All right. Sarah Creek says, I like soil bottom tanks with sand of 3 inches on top of the soil. It's an instant cycle and it feeds the plants that oxygenate the water column. That makes sense. That makes sense. Does the sand filter the water, or is the water not bubbling enough for that to happen? You know what I'm asking? PJ laughing. Aaron hopefully will bring me some to QuailCon. Honey, honey, da 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 da. All right, Silver Creek saying 1 inch soil, 2-3 inches sand, lots of aquatic plants, water, add fish when clear. Perfect system. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because the plants are going to add oxygen. And didn't you say that increases oxygen in hot weather? So like the fish can last better in warmer weather if they needed to with plants? Or did I just make that up? I could just be making that up. Let me know. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to read this and I'll go back up. Steve says there are 3 camping passes left. Only 40 tickets left for QuailCon itself. 40 tickets left and 40 days to go. Pretty good. Pretty good. Aaron, I would say bring me some, but I'm taking an airplane. And unless you got 3-ounce containers. Those actually would probably sell at an event, right? 3-ounce containers. Oh boy. Aaron says, I have a sufficient number of beehives. Are you sure? I don't count beehives or quail unless I'm selling it. All right. Oh my gosh. Andy says, yesterday we picked 18 tomatoes off a volunteer plant. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. When I left for the weekend, there was one tomato that was just starting to get red, but I did start planting. I did plant them late. So, yeah. Yep. PJ's going to bring Aaron to go, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh. Silver Creek says, so those that rely on quail for protein, how many quail are you eating a week for the average size family? That is an interesting question. I don't rely on them for protein solely, so yeah, a lot of my stuff is from rabbits right now. Yeah. Okay, Jennifer's is talking about the freeze dryer. It's $25 for 4 trays. What's the size of the freeze dryer? Is it a large? $25. They're paying for their product is what they're doing. They're paying for it with the rentals, which is good. Yeah. Don says to Andy Rabbit, that is great. I've started sending tomatoes out of here with my worker. I planted way too many, but the Granny's Throwing ones are huge and awesome. You did plant those, didn't you? Granny's Throwing Tomatoes. I think it's a hilarious name. Yeah. Oh, Verna's the link master. You have so many links. That is so true, but you're good at it. Excuse me. Okay. So Don just got the supplies together to start growing radishes hydroponically, but can't start the seeds until this weekend. That is okay. I mean, you're being super successful with hydroponics, which is awesome. It's so awesome. Silver Creek says Plectostamus are Loricaridae, if you know the binary Latin names to identify. See, I used to know them, and then I never used them after school. So, yeah, there you go. And they're probably different for some of them now. Anyway, with the lumpers and the splitters with that, right? Yeah, JJ, I agree. Verna's the queen of links and research. Yep. Defiant. And he says there's many more green and orange. They're coming. They're coming for you. You're going to have to make something with them. I highly recommend there's a fire roasted ancho chili sauce, which is chilies and tomatoes and something else. I don't remember what was something else. I mean, there's other things, but those are the 2 main ingredients, and it's really good, really good. I think it's in the Ball book, the Ball canning book. I highly recommend that. Yeah. Hydroponic radishes, Silver Creek says. They will grow in rocks in a driveway. What's the reason? She grows everything inside. It's accessibility and pests and all that. So, yeah, Dawn grows everything inside hydroponically and has been very successful at it. Yeah. Yep. Verna says, I have a helpful hint. Do not plant tomatoes and peppers in the same green stock. They're not companion plants, huh? Silver Creek says, big fan of radishes? Question mark. I like radishes. They're good. There are tons of different kinds. Yeah. Yeah. Tommy says, I like them, but I'm the only one in my house that eats them, so I grow them sparsely. I've heard of people cooking them, like baking them, and I have not done it. I have to say that. I have not done it, but I don't understand why one would. And maybe somebody who has done it and loves it can tell us what they taste like that way, but I've heard that they are good roasted. Yeah, and so Dawn is saying she grows inside with hydroponics and radishes are very quick, 20 days. Yep. Yep. Oh, and Verna, I should have kept reading. She's saying try roasting the radishes. It gives it a different taste. Also, you can pickle radishes as well. You can do that. So there's a radish that I grew several years ago now. I don't even remember how many years ago. It was really, really tasty, fresh. And I tried pickling them, but I tried pickling them after they were a little bit too hard. And it's called rat tail radish. And it's the pod that you eat. And so you grow it for the pod. And the pod can be like this long and skinny, like a rat tail. And I did pickle those. And I think it probably would have been better if it wasn't as fibrous. Yeah, there you go. But it was all right. It was all right. JJ says, my tomatoes are short and small. Same with the corn this year. I waited too long to water because of rising bills. I get it. Silver Creek says, don't fool them, Katrina. You're a huge nerd too. Don't let her lie to you folks. I won't allow it. Hey, I know a lot about a lot of things. Fish is something that I have not been as interested in. I was not able to take ichthyology in school because I was required to take another class, which was competing. And I don't enjoy eating them. So I know they're good for the environment, unless they're not, right? Unless of those species. But yeah, I mean, I know people who have gone noodling and have missing fingers. Yeah. You know, I know a lot of scientific stuff. Like my favorite scientific name. I've said this on here before. Anybody remember my favorite scientific name? It's Turdus migratorius. It's the American robin. I just think it's hilarious that someone actually named it that. It's visual, isn't it? Okay, JJ saying radish is also good boiled with butter. Okay. Oh, pepper needs less water than tomatoes. Yeah, Andy, that might be true that it needs less, but you can overwater tomatoes too. And at least for my systems, they're all on the same system. Not really actually anymore, because I guess the peppers that I have this year are all in the green stock. So I guess it's not all the way true. Okay. Silver Creek, you're good. You're good. PJ says, I am fermenting the radishes, beans, and peas we picked so far. Well, the ones that weren't devoured. Yep. Silver Creek says, I do microgreens as well in certain seasons, 10 to 18 days on almost all microgreens. That is good. I've not done microgreens, but I've done sprouts, and they take like 4 days. So if you're wanting to get started and you need something quick, do sprouts. Yeah. Dawn says the fresh radishes at the store and the bunches have gone way down in count. Price has gone up. Okay. No more buying from the store. I'll do them hydroponically. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Aaron says in South Louisiana we have flowers year round. That's why my bees produce so much honey. Absolutely, and that's what I was talking about. Is that I mean you're in an area that is going to produce like your area likely produces flowers anyway, regardless of just because of the weather. Where I am, things dry out in the summer, and so you have a lot less flowers. Yeah. Okay. Tommy's gonna try and roasting. Yeah, TM wildflower honey. Wildflower honey is it's just kind of a mixture, and hopefully it is wildflowers, but I don't know actually if there's a naming requirement for honeys for it to be wildflower honey. Maybe Aaron knows. Or is it just whatever people want to call it, they call it. Let us know, Aaron. Andy says, even though I choose not to plant anything this year, I'm happy I have these tomatoes. Volunteers will save you. Volunteers are awesome. Yeah. Silver Creek says I usually eat them. He's talking about radishes. Usually eat them right out of the ground, dirt and all. Just wipe off and throw it down the gullet. Carrots are really good, super fresh. They're like juicy, super fresh. Yeah. Oh, I was right. Okay. Yeah, Steve says Verna, Jenna, and Kelly are on the panel. That's what I thought. Yeah, volunteers keep going. Agreed. Yeah, so Dawn has mobility issues for walking right now. So that's why indoor growing is good. Yeah, JJ, you like Aaron's honey, huh? Yeah, it just depends on what the bees bring in. Yeah. All right. Verna's saying, Aaron, you need to bring a few cases to QuailCon, talking about honey. Yeah. Mud puppies. Why are we talking about mud puppies? Mud puppies aren't catfish. I think that's what we're going back to. I have to think back because I'm like 20 minutes behind. Yeah, I think mud puppies are actually salamanders. So there's a salamander that's called mud puppy. Unless there's an unofficial name for catfish that's mud puppies that I'm unaware of, which is totally possible. Has anyone else noticed a much more floral taste in their heirloom tomatoes this year? Mine are tasting like straight flowers. Huh, no, I haven't, but I haven't had one yet. Interesting. Erica says, been away from the keyboard. Thank you for the gluten-free cookies, PJ. And I don't care who knows about my wheat allergy. Good. Good. Hey, Bob's here. Haven't seen you in a while, Bob. Says, howdy, y'all. Howdy, Bob. Hope you're doing well. How's the high elevation treating you? Did you get any of that heat? Okay. So Tommy's having floral tasting tomatoes this year. Interesting. You need to stop raining. It's been raining for 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, Aaron. You should raise fish. That's what you should do with that, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, JJ says first tomatoes had thick skin because of lack of water. There's a balance for sure. There's a balance. And Andy says tomatoes are small, about the size of a small egg. It's nice nature has supplied me with something. Absolutely. And volunteers always grow the best too. They're really good at it. They're very hardy. Silver Creek says the sand, we're talking about aquariums, act as a plenum of sorts and hold down the soil so it doesn't leach too many acidic tannins. Okay. And yes, plants greatly help oxygenate the warmer water. Once you hit around 90 degrees, oxygen starts depleting from water. Okay, that makes sense. So in effect, it's the sand is acting as a filter, but doesn't filter the water. It's a filtering in between the soil level and the water level, right? I think that's what I'm understanding, at least. The sun is moving. Bob says, I only buy local raw honey. You get a 5-gallon bucket of it. Oh my gosh, how much time does a 5-gallon bucket give you? Do you like eat a lot of it, or is it, good for years? The fly near me. Silver Creek says, a jungle of plants, not just a few loads, will reoxygenate it and keep them safe. Mine are in a shed with an average temperature of 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is unheard of in the aquarium hobby. That keeps them at 78. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, Aaron has an answer to sustainability for meat. And says, I butcher 150 quail for the month, 2 adults and 1 kid. There you go. When are your rabbits rabbiting yet? Has anybody kindled yet? I don't remember how old they are. Yeah. Yeah, Lane helps Aaron. Thank you for your blessings, Verna. This is a while ago. I see. I'm catching up. And thank you as well, PJ. Aaron says, we don't purchase any meat from the store and eat quail several times a week. Yep. And thank you for your blessings as well, Jennifer. Medium-sized freeze dryer? Okay. Yeah, so it's basically, it's the whole freeze dryer then, if it's 4 trays in the old style. Yeah. 4 or 5 quail per meal. All right, Aaron, that's good. JJ says, I used to do that too, to Bob, but I found out that buying a few hundred miles upwind of where I lived helped with allergies. That makes sense. Aaron's honey isn't anywhere wind-wise from me, but tastes good. JJ, I think the wind tried recently. It tried to get to you from him. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, local honey is good stuff because you're gonna fight any allergies, deal with anything locally. Yeah. Verna says, Aaron, quail, rabbit, fish, and gator is what you eat, right? And he responds, quail, pork, fish, gator, deer, lamb, turkey, chicken, goat, rabbit, and cooey. And. Silver Creek says, we get local raised beef, about to get another 4th side. Great deals here, average about $6.99 a pound. $1,100 for a 4th side. Wow. Bob has babies in the brooder. 2 weeks old. Awesome. I took out the heat plate a couple days ago. Gobi said it was 61 early a.m. and they weren't even huddled. That's good. Yeah, that second week, depending on the lows, right? That second week is when, sometime during the second week, I take away the heat plate and, they start graduating up to the actual, good temperature without the heat plate. Acclimating. There's the word I'm looking for. All right. Andy has a mulberry popping up in the sunflower bed. They can pop up, can't they? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Verna's clarifying on her green stock recommendation for not growing tomato and peppers together. Tomato plants shade out other plants, but pepper plants repel the tomato plants. Okay. JD says, we have mulberry all along the fence line. Should I not be killing them? Totally up to you. Totally up to you. So C says, roast the radishes for unique flavor if you don't care for raw radishes. Okay. Yeah, Verna, I agree. Don't kill them, just eat the berries. Yeah, the mulberries. Mulberry berries are good. Oh my gosh, that was hard to say. Or open a silk farm, because silkworms eat mulberry leaves. Now you know. I was right. What? It's right under the power line, so you'll never have to trim it. You're saying the power company's going to have to trim it for you? Sneaky. Dawn said, I throw radishes in my oven roasted veggies, and they are good. Sweet when cooked. Okay. I've never had them cooked. JD says, I know white mulberry leaves are good at regulating high sugar, but that's all I know. Yeah, they're good for feeding the silk moths. Yeah. Verna makes mulberry pies and jam. I make elderberry pie and jam. Not jam, jelly. Yeah. PJ wants you to bring some mulberries. Yeah, you can move them early, before they put down big roots. Yeah. TM says, I want to try French breakfast radishes. I got some seeds, but I haven't tried them. I tried planting them, and they just didn't do well at all. And I don't know. It was just a weird radish season for me that year, though. That was a couple years ago. And they're like the ones that are like this, right? And like white and pink. Yeah. Bob says, I actually get my honey from a place in Arizona. Our predominant wind comes from that direction. There you go. There you go. Whether on purpose or not, you're doing good things, right? PJ says, I've been trying to grow watermelon radishes for years. I finally grew some this year from my old seed. That is awesome. That one hasn't grown well for me. The Spanish one that's supposed to be like this big and black, that one hasn't done well for me. The radishes that have done well are the rat tail radish did really well, and kind of the general generic, things that everybody grows. Yeah. I'll try it again though. Okay, so that the watermelon one is not as peppery as the other radishes and are more sweet. It's good. It's good. Joyce here. Hello all from Western Oregon. Hello. Welcome. Oh, Aaron says my favorite is wasabi radishes. I have not had those. Oh, JJ's not coming to Quail and Homesteading Con this year. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. So who is coming? Since that was supposed to be our topic of the day. Who's going to be there at Quail and Homesteading Con? I'm going to be there. I know Verna's going to be there. Steve's going to be there. Aaron's going to be there. PJ's going to be there. Erica? Is Erica going to be there? I think you said yes. I don't know if Jennifer's going to be there. Jennifer, are you going to be there? Or Joy? Joy, are you going to Quail and Homesteading Con? And Bob? And TM? Andy's going, right? Yeah. Well, let me know. Let me know. Silver Creek says about 3 hours east of me is a prime growing position in the USA near Mount Pleasant and East Texas and into north of Louisiana, southwest Arkansas area, second to California. Okay. Well, California is like on par with nations, other countries, in the ag department. So, gross national product type things, but just from California, is on par with nations. So yeah. Eric's here. Welcome, Eric. When something's kind of rad, but not too rad. Did I miss something? I don't know what you're referring to, Eric, but welcome. Oh, JJ says hubby's dad passed away and his mom is dependent on us, and hubby's health isn't very good, so I can't for at least a minute. Yeah, the last minute. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. Maybe someone can pick you up. You're pretty close, right? Weren't you like not that far away? Maybe you can convince someone to pick you up for the day. Or for a couple days. Mud skippers? That's a different kind of fish, isn't it? I don't think that's a catfish. That's a different kind of fish, isn't it? Because aren't the mud skippers, aren't those the ones that go across land like lungfish can? Yeah. Yeah. John says, ha, mud puppies. My friend caught one on her fishing pole. They are big. And she threw the whole hole in the water and ran away. I guess if you're expecting a fish and you get a mud puppy, they are strange looking. They are so strange looking. Yeah. And Steve says, mud puppies are one of the only few salamanders that make noise. I'm not aware of that. Silver Creek says, small jump and walk on their pectoral front fins. Yeah, but that's not a catfish though, right? Yeah. JJ says I've only seen small mud puppies. Yeah. Andy says it's too big. Oh, they're talking about the mulberry. I've been chopping it for a few years. I just to grow. I was gone for so long. That's okay being under the power lines. I never have to top it. If I get tired of it, they will chop it. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Good night, Aaron. He says, see you later, friends. Need to get some sleep. Good night. All right. Andy says, it just grew enough this year for us to really tell what it was. Mudcat is another name for catfish. Okay. I've not heard that one either, Verna. Interesting. Yes, axolotl. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Someone said that. I don't remember who. Someone said that as a name potential for the catfish in the mud, but yeah, mud puppy is a salamander. And Silver Creek says they are an unmutated salamander. What? If you add iodine to their cooler, they will morph them into a salamander, but it shortens their span. Oh no, they're what the heck is it called? Neo something. Neotropic? No, is that right? Neotropes? Neotropic. No. Anyway, they retain. What it means is they retain. Whatever the word I'm thinking of and not getting right. Neomorph. Neo. Neomorphic. Okay, well, whatever word I'm looking for is they retain the juvenile morphism. Like they look like a juvenile, but they're huge because they're an adult, and they're sexually mature, but they look like they're not. Sorry, I have to move you guys because the sun is in my face and there's no blind, which means I don't have anything to lean on anymore. That's sad. Yeah, so they do that. Yeah. Yes, mud puppy equal axolotl. Yeah. Yep, you're on the right page. All right. Steve says, honey does not spoil. It can get crystallized or solidified and makes for great sugar substitute. Absolutely. And the wax is what they use for toilet rings because it stays soft. Silver Creek says, my wife's grandpa has a huge mulberry tree in his front yard. A few of them. I love collecting out there. Absolutely. Do you put like a tarp down or a blanket down to shake the limbs at all? Because that's one way to harvest. Bob says 5 gallon of honey lasts about 6 months. I use it in my coffee. Deb uses it as a sweetener, alternative to sugar. We only have sugar for hummingbirds. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Trying to change position here. All right. Andy likes mulberries. They are so good. And there's different varieties too. Man, mulberries you can start from a cutting. So like at the Rare Fruit Growers sign exchanges, people bring mulberry cuttings and you can literally stick that in a pot, stick it in the ground, and it will grow. Like, it's pretty cool. There's so many different kinds. All right. Okay, you guys are connecting. That's good. I know. Me neither, Steve. You're thinking about going? You're going to go. You're going to go, Steve. And Andy is going. That's what I thought. Erica says, yes, I'll be there. Bringing my grandson. Awesome. Awesome, Erica. Everybody's saying, yes, Andy is going. Good. And Andy says so too. That's good. Oh, TM's not going? You should go. You have 40 days left. And 3 camping spots if you go to camp. Brenda says, TM, you'll miss the best weekend of your life. Aw. All right. Jennifer's not going either. All right. Oh my gosh, Steve, I totally missed that. It says Eric's rad joke was about the radish talk. Yeah, I, number one, I'm like 20 minutes behind when I was doing that. And 2, apparently that just flew over my head. Sorry, Eric. Didn't mean to pass that by. Tommy says, yep, the downside is most of the area I mentioned in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas are mostly empty, non-ag land, but should be by all means. Well, if it's natural, it's doing a job, right? Tim says it's too far away from you. Well, I'm coming from the West Coast. Yeah. All right. Tim says all I can think of is catfish with the whiskers. Yeah, catfish do have those. That's how they can feel around in the mucky water. Those are their other eyeballs, kind of. Like they can see with them just by feeling. JJ said, I think. Oh, okay. All right. Silver Creek is saying, yeah, axolotl the same way. It takes special circumstance for them to actually morph into a non-aquatic salamander. Iodine is common to use for the induced morph, but it's frowned upon. Yeah, I can see that being frowned upon. I mean, it's a animal that they retain their juvenile traits, and then it's like if the water source dries up, then if it dries up with enough time, they can change. But if it doesn't, then they don't. Yeah. Good night, Dawn. Good luck with everything. Silver Creek says non-aquatic, or rather non-moisture to their specially set of gills. Yeah. What? Oh, why is that kid's song about around the mulberry bush? Where the heck is the mulberry bush? They lied to us. You saying because they're trees? Well, I mean, if you cut it short, it'll be a bush. Yeah. I don't know if they can be a bush or a tree. Verna's saying yes. Yeah. Maybe it's different varieties. And people coming from Canada too. Absolutely, Verna. Absolutely. There'll be people at Quail and Homesteading Con from Canada. And he's going to try and keep it as a bush. That's good. And Jennifer has a mulberry bush and a mulberry tree. Awesome. Awesome. Well, yeah, you could keep a tree short and call it a bush if you wanted. But then there are natural varieties that I'm sure are, smaller or bigger. Yeah. Oh, some close to Alaska? Some people or some mulberries? What? Erica. Eric, are you listening? Erica says, my husband just came in and said the only meat not affected by inflation is venison. It's still a buck. It's a good one, Erica. It's a good one. Oh, goodness. Okay, people coming to WillCon from near Alaska in Canada? Anybody coming from Alaska? Yeah. There should be more people coming. All right, I'm leaning back here because otherwise I'm just sitting in the middle of the floor. All right, do people have questions about QuailCon? I mean, people talk about this on other channels too, so I want to make sure that any questions do get answered. No one from Alaska yet. So if there's any from Alaska listening to this, go to QuailCon. So QuailCon, Quail and Homesteading Con, is put on every year by My Shire Farm in Miamisburg, Ohio. And that is, let's see, one year it rained. It rained a lot one year. Another year I went, I've been twice. Another year I went, it didn't rain. So you have potential for weather. I haven't looked up the potential for weather yet this time. We're 40 days away. But I mean, weather will happen because weather is whatever is outside. But whether or not the weather is going to be distracting is we're yet to know about that. Verna says, Katrina, what are you speaking about? No, but your later viewers may want to know. Yeah, exactly. So Quail and Homesteading Con convention. And so I want to make sure that people who are listening later know this is happening. So I kind of gave a little spiel at the beginning, kind of what we're talking about and all that. It's at My Shire Farm, which is a quail farm. And this year he's expanding it into other things related to homesteading. So like I'll be talking about But like last year, I talked about raising quail in aviaries. This year, I'm talking about raising quail and rabbits um, in close proximity. It's a system that I do, and there's going to be tons of things. There's going to be talk about goats, marketing, quail for profit. Melanie and Ricky are doing a state farm safety. They did that last year. That was really good. There's going to be MPIP guy. Whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, it's a 2-day event. When is it? It's a 2-day event. It is the weekend at the end of August, beginning of September. So August 31st and September 1st is the dates. It's a 3-day weekend, so one of your travel days. Hopefully you're not working. Yeah. TM says, let us know who traveled the furthest to go to QuailCon. Last year, the furthest, there was someone there from Mexico. I think last year. I don't know, did they go? And then there were people from Canada. I came from California. PJ came from New York, right? I don't know what the furthest one was, but yeah, people came from all over. I think there was going to be someone that was going to come from like England or something. I don't know that they actually made it, but I know they were planning on it. Steve says, QuailCon, expected temperature 83 degrees, 62 overnight. All right. Orlando's here. Long time no see, Orlando. Welcome. Hello, guys. I'm late. I was collecting quail eggs for hatching. That is good reasoning to be late. Welcome. Well, we're talking about quail and homesteading con. So are you going, Orlando? We all want to know. Right. So TM, My Shire Farm is shipping to Canada now. Yes. And My Shire Farm in Ohio is not shipping to Canada. My Shire Farm has another farm in Canada now, and they ship from the other Canada farm. So they did all the paperwork, all the permitting and stuff to get the breeder birds up there. And then there is a family who is taking a couple or family, I don't remember, who is doing the rest of that there. So Zach made several trips this year, to kind of establish that and set it up. So yeah, My Share eggs are now available in Canada, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Massachusetts, PJ says. Was that the furthest? Yeah. And PJ was in New York. Verna says from the States, I think Katrina will be traveling the farthest. I don't know about that. I don't have a good sense of I guess I could pull up the map of the United States and see where Miamisburg, Ohio is on there. But yeah, it's the traveling. Oh, you're not going, Orlando. You should go. There's 3 more camping spots and there's 40 more tickets as of the beginning of this live stream. Yeah. Yeah, I think Yusuf was from Massachusetts. I haven't seen him on things recently. I hope he's okay. Eric's back. Not sure if my wife knows any geography, but Alaska. That is great. Yeah. Yeah, I keep saying Zach should make it all 3 days of the weekend. And it's like, no, 2 days. Yeah. All right. For those that are coming in late, I did want to tell you guys again that Parmesan, the buck bunny that went to his retirement home was that earlier this year or last year? He is no longer in this world. So he somehow broke his back. It may or may not have been incited from an earthquake that we had. It was only a 3-point something. But that morning, his retirement mommy found him, and yeah, he had a broken back. She took him to the vet, and that was the decision that was made, because broken backs are hard to bounce back from. He was a super old dude and super cool dude, so yeah. But I do want to share that with you guys that are just coming in. Well, he's a buck bunny. Steve says we have Oregon and Southern California for distance. Okay. That's good. And Bruce will be coming from South Carolina. Awesome. They moved, huh? That's awesome. Awesome. All right. 4 months ago? Okay. I guess I had that video up there, huh? I could have just looked at when that video was there. Let's see. What did it say? I wish it said like the date, not like so many, 4 months ago. Okay, well, what was the date? That's what I'd like to know. Yeah, so he was getting old, and yeah. Serena's here. Hi, Serena. Welcome. March is when he would have been retired. Well, that's when the video came out. I think he was like a week earlier than that. But yeah. Yep. Yeah, so the meat parmesan video was about 2 years ago. And that was not like an introduction. It was just like I felt bad that he was never in the spotlight. His ladies and his bunnies were always in the spotlight, and he never got that extra attention. So I'm like, do a video for him. Yeah. Serena says, which insect is well-mannered? Ladybug. Everybody saying hi. Eric says, can anyone remember that chiropractor joke I posted about a week back? Eric. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to battle this. We're going to have a joke battle. We should actually schedule a joke battle. That'd be fun. Not tonight, but we'll schedule one. Serena says, what is a skunk's favorite insect? Stink bug. Okay, so those that missed it in the beginning, next week, Monday, the live chat, we're going to start with a premiere. So there's going to be a video at the beginning, and then we'll chat, and you guys will know more about my super secret. We'll let you in on the secret. So next Monday, show up at the beginning next Monday, because we're gonna get started with that premiere, and hopefully you guys are gonna like it. It's gonna be pretty good. Yeah. JJ says I got lost on Facebook and it's PJ's fault. That place is dangerous. It is dangerous. Yeah. Did you join the Facebook group while you were there? I don't know who's joined. I will. You have lots of questions? Yes, you would have lots of questions, Steve. Steve being funny. You'll find out why later. All right. If you have not joined Friends of Sow and Tare Facebook group, here is the link for that. Answer the questions. Say you agree to the rules. Otherwise, we don't think you're a person. So, there you go. But yeah, next week is going to be next week you guys are gonna find out a lot. Next Monday, and it'll be fun. And yeah, things will get energetic. I'm so tired right now, guys. I don't know if you can tell. Like my eyes are tired. Been doing too much. Yeah. So. This time it'll be my fault when JJ gets lost in Facebook. Okay, I'll assume that responsibility. Just don't click on things you shouldn't. Oh, yes, I am tired. I'm not as tired as I was earlier, PJ. The time that you asked me, like, are you wearing yourself out? And I was like, yes. I'm not that tired, but I'm tired. Yeah. Yep, big announcements on Monday, the 29th, next Monday. All right, you're heading out, Andy. Good night. TM, I love that you said I don't Facebook as if Facebook is a verb, because it kind of is. Also, what I really don't understand is when you type in Facebook, not capitalized, into Facebook, it does the red squiggly line. And I'm like, but you spell it with a lowercase f. It's part of your branding. Why is this wrong? Yeah. Vera says, dark here, and I can see the sun shining. I know. You want to be bright? Be more bright? Is that better? I just want to lean against this because it's nice to lean against something, especially when I'm tired. And Facebook, you would be Big Brother. You know, there's so much stuff. Like, I've talked to people, had my phone with me, but like literally off. And I've talked to people, and then like the next time I get on my phone or online on the phone, like it has stuff we talked about. I'm like, that's too creepy. And I feel like YouTube recently has been much more pushy, I guess. Like, so if I watch something on another topic, it will just be that topic and nothing else. And I'm like, no, I'm interested in multiple things. Like, you show me this other stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Don't blame the English language because Facebook does not know how to spell. I'm just saying. Oh, PJ's going. Night. Verna said, I love where Katrina is tonight. Yeah, so this is fireplace and wood box is in here. There you go. Serena says, has anyone here seen the new movie Twisters? I have not. I think it's a little silly. Is it a sequel? I don't know. If it is a sequel, I think it's a silly name for it because it's like less work than putting Twister 2. Yeah, because the movie Twister didn't just have one, in case that would spoil anybody's movie. There was not just one in that movie. No, Verna, there's another one. It has an S on the end. Twisters. That's why I'm saying it's a silly name. Like, it is a sequel? Okay, yeah, that's pretty lame naming in my opinion because, I mean, putting an S on it? Come on. There was more than one in the first one. A real fireplace, not a gas one? Yep. You're hungry now? JJ, were we talking about food? Or are you just getting hungry? Not that you only get hungry when you talk about food. JJ says, I've seen 3 twisters at one time. It was scary. That does sound scary. The only tornado I've been in is I was camping in a dome tent, and that was coming back to someone was dropping me off at the airport the next day, and we're like, it's storming. We've camped in storms. That's fine. And all of a sudden, it became one of those kinds of storms, and And yeah, so it went over. It was very scary. It's probably the most scared I've been. We were the only ones tent camping. The ranger came out after everything. We heard the sirens from town, and the ranger came out after everything and was like checking on us. And like, I mean, it was a 6 foot tall dome tent, and the stick things, what are they called? They were slapping us in the back. Like, it was that much wind. And there was a tree above us, which I wasn't even think about. Yeah. Yeah. Verna hasn't eaten dinner yet. I haven't either, but it's later where you are. 10:35. JJ says I was hungry, but decided to join a chat instead of cooking something. I mean, decisions, right? Decisions. Serena says, oh, you guys are talking about. Eric says, police have arrested the world tongue twister champion. They said he'll be given a tough sentence. Gosh. Oh my goodness. Steve made shrimp linguine for dinner. My goodness. I am going to probably have Polish dogs for dinner. That's probably what I'm doing. And tomorrow Steve's making Reubens. And Steve, when are you opening your restaurant? Oh, fried rabbit legs at Verna's house. That sounds good. JJ says I'm having fried egg. It's too late. That's okay. That's okay too. Serena, you want to test me? I'm tired. You know this, right? That's how fast. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pecks of pickled peppers did Peter Pepper pick? That's how fast. Oh no, Erica, you're sick? I hope you're feeling better soon. Get some elderberry in you and some fire cider. Oh, TM's gonna fix beans and rice. Steve is in school this week, so off at 4:30. They're making me cook. Are you teaching? What school are you in? I want to know more. Eric says, I once tried running a rabbit farm. It was a hair-raising experience. Oh. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, JJ. Egg drop soup with ginger. Ginger is a good tummy or tummy herb. I'm making up words now, guys. Yeah, it's a good tummy herb. Steve says, I can't be in a restaurant as I don't have any customer service. I tell them to eat it and be quiet. Well, you don't have to be the one out front, right? Serena had chicken pot pie from KFC. All right. All right. I did not even know they made that. I haven't been to one in a very long time. And the thing that I would get there is the biscuits and mashed potatoes and gravy. That's what I would get there. I don't go there for the chicken. Yeah. Oh no, Erica, your husband gave you the flu, huh? Yeah. I'm sorry. I hope it's not bad, and I hope it's like the 24-hour one, you know? Yeah. Serena, family friendly, please. Yeah, the flu is tough because it's hopefully it's 24 hours. That's it. Hopefully. I've been milking this water, haven't I? Verna, you guys are not keeping family friendly. Oh boy. No, I do have a great pie crust recipe though. It's a pie crust recipe that I got online, and I think there's a video about it. Maybe. Pie. And yeah, here it is. I will grab this link in case you guys are interested. Pie crust. There you go. This is a really good one, and it's not like flaky and fall aparty. It's more pastry-like. How do you milk water? Like if you're milking something, like you're like drawing it out, you're like, okay, I'm gonna milk this for all it is. That's what the term I was using. JJ says viral is helped by zinc, C, D3, and quentin. And a ton of water. Ton of water is the part that I always miss. Serena says, which insect is always in direct communication with Heavenly Father? Praying mantis. I think you did that last time. Recycling jokes, Serena. Okay, headache, body aches, fever, plus congestion season. I am sorry, Erica. Hopefully it's short term. How long did he have it before he gave it to you? Hopefully you know how long it will be. There you go, Eric. Go for it. More of a tart crust? Yeah, it's I mean, it isn't actually tart. It does have lemon juice in it, but made for a tart. Yeah. Yeah. But I use it for all pies now. It's the only one I use. Yeah. Can you milk? You guys, I'm using that. Oh my gosh. Steve. You can milk water the same way you milk a pecan. No, milking it, like getting the worth out. Anyway. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Man. Well, does anybody have any more questions or topics to talk about? I'm thinking it might be dinner time. I know Verna's hungry. You guys can have pie crust for dinner. Ha ha ha, Verna. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Okay, Erica says he came home sick Friday. He's feeling better now, but not fully over. Oh, so it's not just a 24-hour? Sorry. Sorry. Did I say something not family friendly? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, Lucy has to get her walk before dinner? Erica, I'm sorry. It looks like you have a couple days of this then. If his was, what, 4 days? Yeah, I'm sorry. JJ says I wouldn't pick on anyone I didn't like. I get it. I don't take offense. Yeah. Yep. Marissa says pick on people I like, ignore those I don't. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they should have elderberries, Serena. They should have elderberries. Oh my gosh. Eric says, my boss asked me why I only get sick on my work days. I said it must be my weekend immune system. Goodness. Oh, you don't have elderberry? Elderberry is a good one. Yeah. Exactly, Steve. Oh my gosh. Boy. Well, tomorrow's video is about vermiculture. So it is about worm houses and worm, what do we call it? What do they call it? Worm farms. Anyway, so I give lots of it. It's a longer one. I know I've been trying to do a little bit shorter ones, but it's a longer one. So if you're interested about learning about vermiculture, it's a good one to check out. The one for Thursday, I forgot what it's going to be. I did record something, but I'm tired and I don't remember, and I did not post it yet. The other one is already online. I mean, it's not available to you guys yet, but it's already online. So, I don't remember what the second one was. Or maybe I'll do something else. I don't know. Yes, weekend. Yep. TM's breaking down the joke. Not as funny when you break it down, TM. That's good, though. Yeah, so elderberry syrup is, I mean, it's basically just making juice. I might even have a video on that. Elderberry. I do. I have a video making elderberry juice. And here it comes. Elderberry juice. And Serena, if you're wondering why I'm not saying the thing that you just said, it's because YouTube doesn't like it. So, something they don't want us to say. Yeah. So yeah, that video does elderberry juice. It's basically how you make any berry juice. And you can add, lemon juice to it if you want. You can add all sorts of stuff to it. Yeah. Happy Face. Hi, Happy Face. Hello. A while back, I told you I wanted to get into quail. I got 40 quail eggs and 37 hatched. Yay! 4 died, and the rest are thriving. Just wanted to thank you for your help and tips. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you came back and told us that things are going really well. So that is awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome. And are you coming to Quail and Homesteading Con at the end of August? We want to know. Okay, yeah, I know we had talked about elderberries in the past, Erica. Erica says, I've made elderberry syrup. I don't have any berries here. Yeah. What fruit can you store data on? Blackberry. People that are your younger generation might not get that one. JJ says, to be safe, you should always heat elderberry to cook before consuming. That is mostly true. There is a toxin in all elderberries. The ones on the western coast don't have nearly as much as the ones in the Midwest, and the ones in the Midwest don't have nearly as much as the ones in Europe. So, oh yay, the sun is going behind the hill. And so the ones in Europe are the ones that you're going to mostly see in like packaged goods. It's mostly the kinds from Europe. And those ones definitely need heat treatment before doing anything with. Depending on the variety will depend on whether or not you want to do that. Some people are going to be irritated by any raw, but yeah, it's it is a spectrum for sure. And I know, like, I've eaten them raw here and not had any issue and all that, but there is a spectrum of amount of the toxin. So yeah. And C says that's a great super job, Happy. Yeah, I agree. Verna says it's wonderful, Happy. Awesome. Eric says, what you call an old berry? An elderberry. And Happy Face says, I had to pay homage where it's due. Oh, well, I appreciate you. You gotta come on here more. Learn about more things. And Verna is asking the same question. Are you coming to QuailCon? Erica is like me, but she goes to the female restaurants. Oh boy. Yeah, so JJ, it's not a bad idea to do that. I just wanted to give people more information about kind of differences between the elderberries, because there's lots of different kinds. Oh, Happy Face have to work. That's sad. It's also across the country. I'm coming from the West Coast, so airplanes fly over things. Just saying. Yeah. All right. Hopefully people, I think everybody who's on here and been participating already knows all this, but I will do this one more time. Yeah, so QuailCon was topic for today. QuailCon, Quail and Homesteading Con. In the past, it's been called QuailCon. It's now called Quail and Homesteading Con, and it's a convention for self-sufficiency. It's centered on quail, but that is where you start, and you get all sorts of other things going. That is at Miamisburg, Ohio, at My Shire Farm, which is a quail farm. And I'm going to be there and be talking about rabbits, raising rabbits and quail in proximity. And Verna's going to be on a panel. Aaron was on here. He's going to be talking about marketing. Zach is going to be talking about quail for profit. I believe Jasmine is the person doing a goat talk. There's a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of things. There's going to be a bee person. There's an MPIP person. There's a farm safety talk. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So those that are interested in going at the beginning of this, Steve let us know there are still 3 camping passes available. So if you're on a budget or you want to just have fun with the camping area, that is a pasture that I believe is going to be cleared of bull pucks, cow patties. And then at the beginning of this, there were 40 tickets left, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Yes, Labor Day weekend. Yep. Eric says, I would go to QuailCon, but I have nothing to say. Oh, it's all about the learning. It's all about the learning. There's so much there. And like, I mean, even if you don't go to any of the talks, just talking to all the people there, honestly, it's like a family reunion, but no fights. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah. Steve says, I have girls to tend to. Y'all have a great week and see you on the 29th for the big, big, big news. Yes, there will be a premiere on the 29th, Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then we'll go live after that. Yeah. Happy says, I will definitely be planning for next year. I'd love to learn more. I love so much research before getting a quail, and I'm still learning. Everybody is always still learning. That is the beauty of it. And people raise them so many different ways. And there you go. Yeah. JJ says, that's okay, Eric. I talk a ton and have nothing to say. Oh, you do have things to say. And you learn, Eric says, I already learned so much here. That's sweet. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Happy Face says, well, I have to head out, but thank you for helping me and learning about quail. You're welcome. You are welcome. Come back anytime. JJ says QuailCon is even better than a family reunion. And last year there wasn't any camping this close. That is true. That is true. I think they added camping last year. I wonder if they added camping this year. Tickets. Yeah. And no one pinches your cheeks. Oh, I love it, JJ. Maybe they can have a bonfire. I think they did have fires last year. Happy Face says, me at QuailCon. Hi, this is a quail. This is a picture of mine. All right, that is all. You know what? You'd be in good company, Happy Face. Yeah. What do you call a bird prison? Quail jail? I have a male jail that I use sometimes, where the males go into a separate thing. All right. All right. Verna's out of here. She's walking Lucy. Thank you so much for moderating, Verna. Oh, I didn't even say it. Verna's a moderator, and you should check out her channel. She does lives on Saturdays. Yeah. Forgot to say that at the beginning. I'm sorry, Verna. All right. Yep. So Steve says we have a bonfire at the campground every year. S'mores and more. Thank you for the blessings, Eric. Yeah, they had camping since the first year, but I think last year they added spots, didn't they? I thought they had to they thought it was full and then like, oh, more people are asking, and I think they added more. Yeah. Eric says, what sounds like a sneeze, but is made out of leather? Achoo. Goodness. JJ's ready for food. Good night, JJ. What paper is made like a sneeze? Tissue. You guys are funny. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight, and I hope everybody is doing really well. And let people know next Monday we're gonna have a premiere, and and then we'll go live after that. I'll be on the live. I've never done a premiere, so we're just gonna tell you how I think it's gonna go. I'll be in the chat during the premiere, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, so there you go. All right, guys, good night. Thank you for coming, and have a wonderful week, and enjoy the wormy video tomorrow. All right, good night.